What if I told you there was a way to speed up your video editing in Adobe Premiere Pro using pancakes? And no, it's not the pancakes you eat for brunch. What's up peeps, it's so nice to see you and thanks for joining me once again. And today we're going to talk about the simple hack that I've been using to speed up my video editing process in Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's called Adobe Pancakes. I mean, that's not the official name for it, but a lot of people know it as pancakes. And since I've been using this simple hack, it saved me so much of time while editing. So I've got my laptop right here and let's dive right into it. So the first thing is that you want to at least arrange all your files really well on your laptop or computer. Like say, for example, if you have shot videos with different cameras. So I've shot things on a Canon camera. I've also shot things on an iPhone using the DJI Osmo for stabilized footage, and I've also got drone footage. So you want to kind of put all of those in a systematic order so that you're not messing around trying to find files in different areas. So first things first, get that sorted. So for example, here's the screen and I've got this video that I need to edit, which is called Death Valley, California. So in that folder, I've got all my files stored in Canon videos, drone videos, and iPhone videos. So I know exactly which camera they come from and I can arrange them accordingly in Premiere Pro once I pull them in there. I'm now on the assembly part of this project in Premiere Pro. Now, first thing that I do is I open up a sequence. So start up a sequence, and usually I select the DSLR. So if you were in Premiere Pro, you'd go to digital SLR, 1080p. I'm mostly editing things in 1080p, and I usually select the 1080p 24 frames per second because on my Canon camera or on my iPhone sometimes I shoot at 24 frames per second, but I also like to edit in 24 frames per second, even if I've shot things in 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second, which I'm going to use in slow-mo. All right, so I'll go ahead and name it the same again, Death Valley, California. All right, so now I've got a sequence in there which is called Death Valley, California, and I won't add anything in there. The next step that I do is I create another sequence which is for the different cameras that I have. So I'll go ahead and select a sequence. I'll select the same 1080p 24 frames per second and I'll call it Canon videos. All right, again I'll go ahead and do the same. I know I have drone footage, so I'll go ahead and create one. It's called drone videos, and I know I also have iPhone videos, so I'll go ahead and select and create a folder called iPhone videos. So that's a sequence, not a folder. And now I have the main sequence right here in my assembly panel. I have the Death Valley, California sequence, which is going to be my main file or the main sequence for the main video that I'm going to edit. Then I also have the Canon videos, the drone videos, and the iPhone videos. So the next step is, before I start importing anything into the sequence, I'll also create 3 bins. All right, and bins basically are folders. So I'll go ahead and select that and create a bin and name this Canon videos. There you go, I've got the Canon video bins. Now what I'll do is I'll open up, or I'll go to the Canon videos sequence right here, and I go to my folder where I have all the files. Now you see the file is saved here, Death Valley, California, and I'll go to the Canon videos and I'll go into that folder and see, okay, I've got photographs here, but I want to say pull all these videos. I've not even gone through them, so I'll just pull all the videos that are in this folder. So I'll select all of them, and that's about 157 clips or videos that we have all throughout our time in Death Valley. So then I'll just select all of them that I want to pull into Premiere Pro, and I'll then grab these and drop them in the Canon video sequence. Now I'll tell you why I like doing it this way, because sometimes when you import your files into Adobe Premiere Pro, it kind of mixes it up, and I don't know why that happens. And if someone actually has an answer to that, do leave a comment below so that I can figure it out. I've tried to look at different ways, but I haven't figured it out, but it does that. So I prefer to kind of import it into the timeline or into the sequence right away, so that it is exactly how I want it, according to number or according to date that I've shot it at. And then when you drag and drop it into your sequence, so now I'm dragging and dropping all the Canon videos, it's going to ask me, should I change the sequence settings or should I keep existing settings? And I usually select keep existing settings because I want them this sequence to be in 24 frames per second, and it knows that when I'm pulling these files in, it might have some files which are also 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second. As you can see, my panel is nice and clear here. I've got all my Canon videos, I've got all my drone videos, and I've got my iPhone videos. And at the same time, I've got the sequences. I've got a Canon video sequence with all of them in here, and I've got my drone and my iPhone sequences as well. All right, now moving on to the next step is where the whole pancakes thing comes about. So you go ahead and take your sequence, which we named in this case Death Valley, California, which is the main video edit, and I take that and I'll drag it and drop it down here. And as you can see, now it is layered and it's almost like pancakes on top of each other. So now I can go through all of these on these different timelines or sequences, as you may call it, and scrub through them very quickly and see, okay, I want to match this footage with the footage from the iPhone, and I can go and drag and drop them accordingly into a timeline. And it also becomes very easy when you're trying to edit your video to music. So say for example, I went ahead and brought in a track into the assembly panel here, and I put that track into the main Death Valley, California sequence. And now when I want to edit, if I want to drop videos from the sequence above, which is the pancake above, that's why they call it pancakes, into the Death Valley, California sequence, which is down there, I can easily go ahead and drop them in here. Now I obviously tried to do this nice and slow, but as you get used to it and as you keep using this system, you get really fast at arranging your files really quickly in the assembly. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this little technique, if you haven't been using it already, to kind of put the different sequences into your timeline and then put them in this pancake system and then scrub through all your different sequences to be able to drag and drop your footage into your main video file and edit them to your music or whatever you're trying to do. And I hope that helps you out. Now if you did like this video, do give it a big like, and also share this video with someone who this would be helpful to. If when I remember when I found out this technique, I was like, wow, I can't believe it. I was struggling through all these video files and trying to put in and out points in between, trying to pull them into the sequence, and this just sped up my process. Do you even call it sped up? Yeah, it's just made my process really speedy to get those video edits done, especially as you saw in this file where you have 157 videos or 111 videos and drone videos and iPhone videos and different cameras that have shot footage, and you're trying to put and assemble a whole piece together. And leave me a comment below. Are you using something similar, a pancake system, or a different method to kind of speed up your video editing process in Premiere Pro? It'd be quite helpful to learn what you guys are up to and how you edit your videos, and also be helpful to everyone else who's watching this video to read the comments below. So go ahead and leave those comments below. So hit that like button, share it with someone, and make sure to subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of tutorial, and leave me that comment below. And thank you once again for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.